Hello family, my name is Chris, I am your home gamer dad, and it's once again time to join our feathered friends in the digital version of Wingspan for the Nintendo Switch as we go ahead and play the latest expansion that came out for the game. That happens to be the Oceania expansion. This is the Australia, New Zealand area of the world where you're going to find all these different birds there. This is the second official expansion that came out for the game itself. There's like 2 or 3 other ones out. I know there's the Asian expansion out, and I think there's one other expansion as well that you'd be able to get, especially if you get the big bird box. But for the Nintendo Switch, we have here the Oceania. And what Oceania brings to the game is a lot. Besides just new birds and new challenges and new end goals and things along that ways, there's also an entirely new resource in this called Nectar that's kind of like a wild. But I'll explain that as we go along. In addition to that, besides just the Oceania expansion, I did get the seasonal decorative pack. I'm not going to do that now, but in the second game of the Oceania that I'm going to play, because it's going to be a 2-game thing, I'm going to use that. However, for this first game, we're going to go ahead and just do a custom game, and it's going to be us versus a bunch of different, AI characters. And yeah, we're going to go hard, but we're going to change some of this around. So instead of Ranger Fox here, we're going to keep his yellow. We now have a few other options. Anything with this green leaf here, that is from the seasonal pack. So you get Santa reindeer, Easter bunny, a bat, a lion, a quail. That's weird. Hey, another human. That's fun. And then 2 lovely swans. But then you go here to OE, the Oceanic expansion, and you get to pick as any one of these. And I am going to be the dapper penguin down here because I love penguins. Penguins are great. And then again, here's all your European expansion ones. Oceania is a beach, kind of another weird setting. So that's it. I only get these 2 here. And then the seasonal one, you have Easter, spring, another spring it looks like, another spring it looks like. These I figured that these should have been different. Seasonal background, so I'll be playing that next. So as you see, very holiday-like. I do like the pumpkin field, that's cool. But we are going to go with this beach. And as for these people, let's see here. We have Sleepy Koala here in like his normal background. We have Boxer Kangaroo over at Stonehenge, and we have Limu Emu in the middle of Central Park, which is kind of weird. We also, now that we have the ability to gain a lot of cards, we can turn off the initial Wingspan set. Swift Start 10 bird card. You know what? Last time I did like a few practice of this just to kind of get an idea, and I clicked this on, so now it just put 10 cards into the deck. For one game, I don't know why, but I drew like 8 of these 10, which is very weird. Anyway, we're going to keep those on. We're going to keep all the European stuff because I didn't show too many of those last time. And now we have the Oceania expansion, which has 95 new birds, 5 bonus tiles, cards, and 8 goal tiles is what I'm talking about. And those goal tiles are really cool. I hope we can see at least over the next 2 games. A good number of them, I should say. So there we go. Good. It's weird how you can include this in it, but this only applies if you have the base game on. Just something interesting for the digital version. Order is random. We're going to go ahead and do the goal match. So this is actually like whoever gets first, second, and third place gets stuff. Whereas this one is the more you have or whatever the goal is, the more points you get. So we're going to do that. Good, good, good. I say, let's start. All right, we go last in this unfortunate particular game, but that's okay, no problem. It always switches every round anyway. We have, right now, going to start up, and we have to choose which birds we're going to keep, food we're going to keep, and then, of course, we go over and we choose which one of our mission goals we're going to have. First, we're going to look up in here and look at the round end goals. First one is cards in hand. Obviously, this is whoever has the most cards in their hand at the end of the round is going to get 4 points. Second place is 1, 0 for everyone else. Round 2 are birds that you have played that are worth 3 or more victory points at the end. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 3 is worms in food, cost of your bird. So the more worms you see that you can spend in order to buy or place cards down in the field, place birds, you'll be able to win that particular round. And then round 4 is fun because it is the no goal thing, which means rather than having us be able to strive for something or do something, we actually get an extra turn at the end of the round, which I think is really awesome. So it's a cool balance where you're not striving for anything, but you get one more turn to do something, and that is awesome. In addition to that, the nectar, which is the wild, everyone starts with one wild in the beginning of this, that can be used in order to purchase any bird and use for any one of the costs in order to play a bird. However, if you need to use a food for one of the bird special abilities, like one of these brown powers or whatever, you need to actually have that token rather than the nectar. If you use nectar, it goes into a pool for each one of the rows. So if you're in the forest area and you use your nectar for any reason at all, it pools in the like the side or whatever, and the game keeps track of how many nectar from each character is used. And at the end of the game, whoever used the most nectar in each one of these areas are going to gain additional points. So for example, in the forest area, if I had 5 nectar by the end of the game, koala had 3, and kangaroo had 2, and emu had 0, I would gain 5 points because I had used the most nectar in the forest area, whereas koala would gain 2 because it used second most, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can tie that as well, by the way, and there's going to be indications on the side over what it is if we're tied with anybody in the middle of the game or whatnot. Anywho, let's look at these. So if you look in the upper left corner of all the cards, you can see what expansions they're from. Columns with matching pairs or trios of nests. Different columns, but not need. Score using different nest types. Stars are wild. All right, bird brain. Birds that can live in multiple habitats. So if I have more birds on my field that have multiple habitats, I'm actually gonna, what do we got in our opening here? I say I got 2 with multiple already. And this actually requires, so if you look at the gray up in the left corner there, that means that's from those 10 cards that I picked. And of course, again, over 120 cards in this already, and I grabbed one of the random 10. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna take bird Vander, and we'll take you, and then we'll take 1 wheat for the yellow hammer a little bit later, and then I just need 1 of anything. Take a worm, just in case I feel like I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna take a fish as well. Yeah, that was good. All right, so let's computer do the thing, and we'll reconvene back at my turn. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna officially start our turn. We'll see what everybody did. Played a bird. I'm gonna be playing a bird as well. Draw a bird. So right now, if you go here, yeah, so kangaroo right now has more cards in their hand than anybody else. As far as the actual boards go, they have also changed. There are new abilities that you can take for each one of the sections that you couldn't be able to take before. So for example, if you look up here, I can immediately spend a card in order to gain another die, but in the second column, I could spend one of my food tokens in order to re-roll the dice before taking those cards. So it gives you a little bit more options going down the line about things you can do. Here, I could spend any food or card in order to gain additional eggs. I like the fourth one there. That's really good. And then here, you can spend an egg or a nectar in order to draw an additional card. So it just, again, gives you more abilities to do stuff. And if you look down at the dice in the bottom right, you'll see now that there are more options where, like, if I chose to get food, I can take either a nectar or a berry on one of those 2. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down here. We're going to take this dude. We're going to play it. And we're going to use the 1 nectar we have. And if you look over to the side, you're going to see the water section. It's going to say 1 on it. So here we go.
Black-chinned hummingbird. To display, males of this species will fly up to 30 meters, then dive, reaching speeds near 100 kilometers per hour.
I love the little factoids. They're so amazing. But yeah, so it shows how many nectar I have on it, as you can see down with a star, but also that means somebody is tied with me. There you go. So I can tell right now that koala has 1 nectar played on that spot. He also has 1 on the grasslands, and emu has 1 on the forest area. So it's a little bit more that you have to consider, and a little bit more that you got to think about as you go ahead and you play through all this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and do this. So for this particular one, I draw 2 cards, but I could spend a food in order to reload the entire bird drawing area. So I'd get rid of all 3 of those down on the bottom, and I'd be able to take, and I'd get 3 new options. However, I don't want to do that. I just want to choose birds, and I really like these. Choose 1 to 5 birds in this habitat. Took 1 from... Wow, so that gets rid of birds in the area. Interesting. Kookaburra. That's so good. Kookaburra sits in the old oak tree. Mary, Mary, he... I forget the rest of it goes. Yeah, we're going to definitely take the Kookaburra. Reset them. These are all about resetting the bird feeder. That's interesting. This is going to help for later on when I do food costs that have worms in hand. So yeah, we're going to take both of those. Perfect. And then all players gain a berry from the supply. Stinks that everybody gains it, but at least now I have it. And I'm kind of hoping that as everyone else does things as well, they'll just kind of give me more resources as well. I'm just kind of looking to see what everybody has here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the gain cards once again. But this time we are going to activate the special ability. So I'm going to choose to use the berry because I'm going to get the berry back anyway. And that's going to reset this. All right, see, so I did that. It's completely reset. So now I can take more birds from here. I have the Northern Brown Kiwi. When played, discard a bonus card. If you do, draw 4 bonus cards, keep 2, and discard the other 2. Whoa, oh boy, yeah, I do want you. You have a lot of worms as well. So it's like, I don't want to discard my bonus card because I'm getting this for the purpose of the bonus card. Or do I do this? Tuck a hand from copy of Brown Power on 1 bird in... Oh, so that's really good. I really like that. This is a great one to have as well. Oh, man, so many worms, so many things. You know what? I'm just going to take this. No, I'm going to draw randomly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. A cockatiel. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Gain that. Okay, excellent. All right, next round. All right, 5 turns left. I'm actually going to play the cockatiel to this first spot here. My cousin actually had a cockatiel. Looked very much like the bird on this picture, honestly. I mean, they all kind of look the same anyway. His name was Van Gogh. Sweetest bird ever. Would love to sit on your shoulder and sing to you all day long. Absolutely amazing.
Cockatiel. Australia banned the export of cockatiels and other birds in 1894 because of poaching for the pet trade.
I just talked about it being a pet too. I didn't mean to talk about being a pet, but it is what it is. All right, so the other thing you got to remember about nectar is that at the end of the round, if you have nectar in your supply, you lose it. So you have to use all nectar that you have before the end of the round, before before anything else happens. And it is our turn once again. I'm just kind of looking here to see what I want to do. I do want to put a bird here. It's not going to really help my end game at all. I'm going to lose out on this one. That's fine. I'm building up towards more things in the future. Do I just want to play this for... I could just play this for the worm. Just kind of looking here. I can't play anything else, honestly. Yeah, let's just play this. I'm going to actually keep my word. I'm going to use the fish.
Laughing Kookaburra. The name for this large kingfisher comes from Googoobarra in Wiradjuri, an Aboriginal language.
I still have 3 turns left. I can lay some eggs in order to possibly get some more things. I can reset the bird feeder. There's a bunch of things that I can do. All right, 3 turns left. I'm actually going to get food here. What'd you do? Play a bird, gain food, gain food. All right, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm not resetting the thing. I'm taking 1 worm, and I'm actually going to use this and take a nectar because I'm going to play a bird next turn. I don't have any... Okay, no food available, so that skips it. Yep, and unfortunately, that's what happens. If I had a wheat, then the cockatiel would trigger. Next turn, I'm going to lay some eggs. Or do I just want to draw cards? I may just draw cards. I should have taken the other worm. Because I thought that I'd be able to put a bird here and then on the next turn use my nectar to draw cards, which is a great thing to do. But that's not going to really help now because I only have 2 turns left. What I do need, unfortunately, are eggs in order to play more birds. I could grab 2 cards. That wouldn't really do too much. Oh wait, I have the most cards in hand this turn. Oh, you know what? Fine. Let's what is the bird feeder? Can you go down, please? Thank you. Worm. Yeah, whatever. It's gonna get reset. Whatever. Plop, plop. And reset the bird feeder. Reset the bird feeder. Gain 1 worm, fish, or what is it? Or a rat. I'm gonna gain the worm for sure, because most of my cards on the bottom need worms. Ooh, we got something here. Surfer Crested Cockatoo. Tuck 1 from a hand. If you do, all players gain a nectar. All right, so I gained a nectar on this particular round, but I need to spend my nectar or else I'm not going to have it. This is going to show up every time. I'm going to leave it just so I have a reminder anyway. I actually could do this. This could work out well. I could go up, reset the bird feeder, but you know, let's do here. Why can't, oh, because you're green, that's why. I'm gonna play the Thorny Frogmouth right here. I'm gonna use both of my nectars and a worm. Yeah, that'll work, yep. And I need to take an egg away. And here we go.
Tawny Frogmouth. These nocturnal birds are masters of camouflage and are often mistaken for broken tree branches.
That's interesting. But now if you look on the bottom left, you'll see a star above my 3. That means I am in the lead for that area of using nectar for, what is it? The ocean area or the watery area and whatnot. And I got at least 1 point out of that for being second place. Cool, I like that. Now, all of that other stuff is going to trigger at the end of the game. Like right now, it's just showing me what it is. But this is end game triggers right here of who gets these points for the nectar. But now we need birds that are worth 3 or more that are played. All right, so we got 7 turns to do this, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play the superb lyrebird. We'll figure out how it's pronounced later. Copy a brown power on 1 bird in the tree section of the previous player. So whoever came before me, which in this case is the kangaroo, I'd be able to copy any bird that brown power from their board, which is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and play this, and we have exactly what we needed. And we need an egg, so goodbye, egg.
Superb lyrebird. Male lyrebirds attract mates with their huge tails and an extraordinary ability for mimicry.
I love this game. This game is so beautiful. I love the animations for the birds. I love this. It's the same person that's constantly doing these voices and reading the facts that you can get from the cards. It's so nice, but I am now lacking in a lot of food. I am lacking in, oh wow, that's a good reset. I'm lacking in cards, I'm lacking in food, I am lacking in eggs. So it's going to be a restock for the next few rounds. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do this. I am going to go ahead and gain food, and I would discard a card in order to gain a 3rd food. I'm actually going to do that because I don't need my yellow hammer here, and I get 3 food. Now, what's great about this is I can take these 2 and then re-roll the dice and figure out something else I need. So we're going to take the nectar, we're going to take the nectar, we're going to re-roll, and I am going to take, I don't even know what I want at this point. What's down here? Wheat. You know what? Let's take a wheat. Let's take a wheat, because then I could actually activate the cockatiel there, and I'll have 2 nectar, but at least it's something. So, yep. Perfect. Okay. Tuck 1 card from behind. Select which bird's brown power to copy from previous. Behind this bird, if you do, all players gain. I don't really want to do that. Tuck 1 card from your... Well, I don't have a card from my hand, so I can't even do that anyway. All right, skip. Aw, man, he needs to play better things up there. Discard 1. Yep, that's good. We're going to toss... Let's toss... Man, you're so good. I do like that red-capped robin. I'm probably going to take that at some point. So we're going to get rid of the greater flamingo here. And then put at least something underneath our cockatiel. Now I have 2 food. I still need cards. Okay, cool. Alright, my turn. I definitely need cards. we're going to do that, and I'm going to choose to spend a nectar in order to gain 3 cards. Now, what am I going to want here? This has already been changed from people grabbing other things. European Bird Eater does require 2 worms, so that'll actually help for the next round. So we'll take that. Red-winged Parrot. It's really cool, but I don't want to give anybody anything else. So let's draw. Bullfinch and little penguin. I'm definitely gonna need to do. I have to put you down out of principle. I do. Oh, just some other things. It's a flightless bird. There's a lot of flightless bird in the Oceania expansion. So if you look right underneath it, normally you would see the wingspan length of all of the bird, generally how big it is. You'll see a star there, so that means flightless. That is a wild. So if you need anything that says a high or low wingspan cost, you can have whatever the heck you want as long as that's the star. Little Penguin's also worth 7 points, so you definitely need to come into my field at some point. Reset the bird feeder, catch one on this if available. We're going to catch one of these mises. All players gain a berry. Cool. All right, 4 turns left, and I need eggs. I need eggs badly at this point, so Kookaburra can take the 2 again. We will reset the bird feeder, and I get to take either a mouse, a worm, or a fish. I'm going to take the fish because they're a little harder to get than the other stuff, because I'm going to play that little penguin as soon as possible. So, at the very least, I got 2 eggs and a resource. So that's good. I can't play the little penguin yet. That means I'm going to be gaining fish next turn. Or, not fish, food. Actually, I hope to gain fish this turn. That's kind of the ideal. Is there anything I want to get rid of? Reset the bird feeder. If you do gain 1 word from the bird feeder after resetting. I don't really want to get rid of a card in order to gain another card. I want to play you eventually. Okay. I need to take both of these worms. Strictly because I want to play that European Bee Eater in my egg area. Took 1 card from a select bird's power. Yeah, I'd skip that because I don't want to get rid of anything, give you anything. And I don't have anything. Wow, that is such a waste right now. Ugh. But the breeder I want to put here, so this way the next round I can at least possibly put out more eggs. That'll give me 3 eggs put out rather than just 2. All right, I have 2 turns left. Definitely want to get this bee eater out right now. So put that down. I will use one of my nectars. This is going to be ending anyway. Here we go.
European bee eater. Honeybees make up approximately 3/4 of this bird's diet.
Aren't we supposed to protect the honeybees? Isn't that the thing that's supposed to happen? Wow, I am tied for first place for most nectar right here in the grassland area. That's fun, with only 1 nectar on the spot. I have 1 turn left. I would love to be able to gain that fish right there. I can't gain any nectar. If I gain any nectar at all, I'm going to lose it. Choose a food type. All players gain food. Oh, do I get a free rat? I got a free rat. Cool, that sounds fun. Yeah, I don't have any nectar left. I have the most birds that are worth, I think I'm the last one in this round. I would win that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, all right, so we're going to do that. We're going to gain this. We're going to reset. I was really hoping to gain, what was it? Something else. But we're going to go ahead and just tuck another card underneath that cockatiel. So thank you. Yeah, we're going to skip that. We're going to use by 1, and we'll tuck under. Man, these are some pretty birds. Look at that bird. You're worth 6 points? Holy jeez, I need you. We'll get rid of the griffin vulture here. Beautiful. Excellent. Oh yeah, koala still has 1 turn left. And then that's going to be the end of the round. And hopefully even if they play 1 card that worth 3, I think I still win the round anyway for the points. I do! Sweet! Awesome! So I gained 5 points there. They each gained 1. Fantastic. And if you can see right there on round 3, I have a commanding lead for worms and food costs of your birds, which is awesome. So now we're on the next round. Kangaroo goes first. I need to gain some food. So I have 6 turns. Yeah, okay, 6 turns. I need to gain food because I would like to gain some nectar in order to play my little penguin. So we'll go ahead and grab the nectar here. I'll grab another wheat, and I'm not going to discard any cards in order to gain anything else. So that's good. Yeah, we're not doing that. Skip. Yeah, sure. We'll just spend it. The eagle can go underneath, catch another card. Hey, every points are points. How that works out. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. And of course, we will be playing my little penguin. Oh, that's great. It's actually a pretty good ability, too. Draw and discard 5 cards from the deck for each fish in their food cost. Cash 1 on this. That digging through that deck really fast. Man, that's crazy. Perfect. I need an egg. So we'll take you, Mr. Kookaburra.
Little penguin. These penguins dive to catch fish, sometimes as deep as 50 meters.
Aw, he's so cute. Now, if you look right next to the little penguin, if I choose the draw card action, I would gain 2 cards, whether it be from the supply or what's face up. I could spend a resource beforehand in order to reset everything on the board showing face up before I do anything. And then I can spend an egg or a nectar in order to draw another one. So that's pretty good. How am I doing with this? Gaining 4 points for this right now. Birds that live in multiple habitats. I need to play more birds that live in multiple habitats. Tuck 1 card, blah. Sure, I'll take a nectar. Fine by me. Gaining another nectar, apparently. Cool. So I have 2 nectar now, which I got randomly. I got plenty of turns to go. I do need to lay some eggs. So we're going to go here. We're going to discard one of my food, and I will discard a nectar because that'll apply towards this whole thing, and I can lay 3 eggs. Nothing here needs eggs, so I just kind of throw them all on one spot so I know where they are a little bit later. Let's reset the feeder. Perfect. We'll gain that worm. We'll reset the feeder. And I'll either gain a worm or a fish. I am going to gain... I'm probably going to need a worm because I'm going to need more stuff up top. Yeah, I'll take the worm. Sure. Alright, choose a food type. All players gain 1 food from that. Alright, so we all get a fish. That's awesome. Anybody else doing anything else? Nope. Alright, cool. I'm going to be drawing cards this turn. I'm going to get 3 cards. So I have 2 options, as you can see. I can draw additional cards, or I can reset this completely. That blacktail, you know what? I don't like any of these. So let's go ahead and do a full reset. I'll use one of my worms. And now we got a brand new set of stuff. Red kite. Playing this, instead of paying any cost, you may play this bird on top of another bird on your player mat. Discard any eggs or food from that bird. It becomes a tucked bird. Oh, so it just goes down and I can play it as some. That's actually really good. I will definitely spend in order to draw 3. I still need, birds that live in multiple habitats. So I'm going to take the red kite just so I can have it. And then we'll draw. Nah. Draw. Nah. All right. Maybe I'll need something in order to, discard cards. But anyway. Draw 5. Only one of them had a fish. Okay, so you gain 1. Good for you. Reset. Take the worm. And everybody gets a berry. That's a good engine right there. That's pretty good. So a cachet goes on the penguin. I gain just resources from the frogmouth and from the chinned hummingbird. Ooh, that's really good. All right, 2 turns left. Don't judge me here, but yeah, we're gonna do this. Man, I want to get rid of the cockatiel because this is more power to it. But everything I lose, that's all actually 5 points I'm losing. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, no, I changed my mind. I'm just gonna lay eggs. I'm just gonna lay eggs this turn. I'm gonna use one of my resources. I'll use this berry in order to lay 3 eggs right here on the kookaburra. We'll reset. Gain a worm. We'll reset. Gain a rat or gain a worm? I'm gonna gain a worm because I feel like they're more valuable. I know I had the red kite. I could have put it on the kookaburra, but then I would have lost that ability to gain that resource. The red kite I'm going to use for at the end of the game for sure. I'll use the eggs on the kookaburra first, and then once that's gone, then I can drop the red kite on top of it. I really should draw more cards, though, to gain birds that are in multiple areas and start dropping them down on other places now that I have the resources and the eggs in order to use. So yeah, that's going to be the last thing I do. I don't have any nectar, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm also well in the lead for this particular round. So we're going to draw cards. I don't like any of these. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to spend a worm, set. Still don't like any of those because I want multiple things. I want to draw another card. Can I do this in any order? Can I do this in any order? I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to draw 1, 2. Cool. That's awesome. I can discard an egg. So let's go ahead and get rid of from the kookaburra. And we will redraw again. Ah, man. So many cards now that I just don't need. Sure. Draw 5 cards from the deck. 2 fishies on him. Reset. We'll take... we'll take the worm. And then everyone gains another berry. Cool. And this will bring us to the end of the round when everybody's done. Alright. Yes! Whew, man, I wasn't even paying attention to everybody else, but Koala Man, you almost got me there. So that's going to be it in terms of the end of round goals for everybody. How are we doing on nectar? Alright, I gotta do better for the middle one as well for what is it? The grasslands. So normally, as I said, you would get an extra turn, but because we're in the last round, getting no goal early on is definitely the best way to do it because it's the next round where you gain that extra turn every round. So this is just blank. This is like a whatever type deal. All of that has reset down on the bottom as well. You, Mr. European Woodpecker, Eurasian Green Woodpecker, I definitely want you. So what I'm going to do is I want to draw things. Hold on, let me just look at this real quickly. Actually, first thing I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and get some food, but I am going to discard a card in order to gain another food. We'll go 1, 2. Do I need another mouse? Probably not. I'm just going to take the worm. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I got something else. Choose one other player. You both gain from the supply. Hey, sure, whatever. Emu, how about you? There we go. I don't have any food for that. All right, so I gained some food. That was good. I have lots of food now. Now I can start playing things, and I just want to kind of drop things down as fast as possible. Do I want to start putting stuff? Oh, I want that woodpecker. That's right. Duck 1 card from your hand. If do, everybody gains a nectar. That's fun. So I gain another nectar and gain a nectar from you, which is even great. And it is my turn. We're going to go ahead and draw cards. And... oh, you took it! Somebody took it from there. Oh, man. All right, well, I'm going to use a nectar to reset. And then I'm going to use a nectar to draw a third. Man, look at that pretty bird. All right, so we'll take you. 1, 2, 3. Fine, whatever. Let's draw the 5. No fish. Reset. I can only take a worm or a rat, so we'll take a worm, and we'll gain one of those. I have more than enough for everything. Next turn, I'm going to go ahead and take that gala and drop it right there. Okay, so we gained something from the bird feeder. Sure, I'll take the fish. Or did I take the worm? I think I took the worm. That's all right. 3 turns left. This gala, come here. It's going to go right here. Yeah, that looks good to me. And we'll use one of you.
Gala. A noisy idiot might be called a gala after these gregarious, playful birds.
Now, I only have 2 turns left, and I would love to be able to play either my kite or my buzzard on the kookaburra. That's 2 points lost, but 2 points gained. But I think really what I should do is I should just lay eggs for the next 2 turns, because that's 4 points a turn that I can just run off right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna be laying eggs for the next few turns, which is usually what happens in this game. Like, anybody out there that's ever played Wingspan normally, regardless of how many expansions or whatever you have, the last few turns are always about laying eggs because it's the easiest way of gaining points. And at least in this situation, I can use, I don't have any more nectar, it doesn't matter. I have so many cards and so many resources that I can just go ahead and go nuts with all this. 1, 2, 3, and I want more little penguins in the world. Choose one other player. They reset the bird feeder and gain it, blah, 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 blah. Here, sure. Tuck 2 cards. Can I just, don't skip. Tuck all. Go. Reset. Nothing to gain. Reset. It's a gain a fish. Kind of lost track of what just happened there. Oh, right, because it went across that. Okay, interesting. All right, last turn. Here we go. Yep, I don't have any remaining that, so we're just going to go ahead and discard those. I am going to, we'll discard a card, because I have plenty of in my hand. Don't really care. We'll discard another card. Again, I have plenty in my hand. I don't care. Poof. And we have 4 more. We're going to go. Hey, we'll give you 1. We'll give the cockatiel. Why can't I give... Wait a minute. Got you 1. There we go. Okay. It, froze for some reason. The gala can get 1. Everybody gets an egg. Everybody has at least 1 egg? Good. Everybody has at least 1 egg. Sure, we'll give you a second one. We'll do the emu this time. We will tuck all. And reset the bird feeder, gain the worm. Reset the bird feeder, gain a mouse. And that's going to take us to the end of the game once everyone else takes their turn. Alright, so we gain 1 from the bird feeder for no reason at all. We'll gain a worm because I can. And that should end it. Now, hopefully nobody has end of game bonuses, which is a new power for the Oceanic expansion. They're yellow powers that only trigger at the very end of the game. I played this the very first time when I first downloaded it, and it was me against just the computer, just the 2 of us, and there was end of round cards, or end of game cards, and I think it seemed to be bugged at the time where nothing happened. Like, the game literally completely froze on me. So that's that. No goals. So you would gain the points there. I gained nothing. Yes! Alright, I got my 5 points there, which is awesome. Koala only gained 2. And I maintained my lead over there. That's 10 free points that I got just for using my nectar, which is awesome. And here we go. All right, final results. Okay, that was really close. That's very close there. Also really close. Ooh. Oh, pull ahead. Oh, I got this. Keep going. Tuck cards. I know I had a lot of tuck cards. Whoa, koala man. What are you doing? Wow. Ooh, wow, look at that. Oh, how many did you have? You had 24 points for tucked cards? Oh, wow, that is insane. That's really leaning into that for sure. But I was nice and spread out all over the place. And that extra 10 points that I got from that nectar, that's what helped me out for it. Oh, man, this is awesome. That is great. Look at that score. That is an amazing game right there. Oh, fantastic. All right, everyone, and there you go. A 4-player game using the Oceanic expansion and the European expansion for Wingspan. I had to preserve that particular... I mean, I have a lot of things right here that I've preserved, but I had to do that last one. It was awesome. Some good stuff here, for sure. Good wins on my point. I had saved the wins, of course. Next time, however, we will be going back into Wingspan here, doing Oceania expansion one more time, and trying out the Automa, seeing exactly how the AI uses the Oceania expansion to its ability, and then, of course, hopefully seeing more birds, more facts, more fun stuff along that ways. We'll do a little bit more of a holiday theme next time, and I think it'll be wonderful. So thank you all again for checking this out. To be sure that you don't miss any future Wingspan action or any other fun videos I haven't put out for you to enjoy, be sure to subscribe to the Home Gamer Dad, hit that bell notification so you are, notified of when we take flight when playing Wingspan. If you wish to support the channel even further, all the details are going to be down in the description section below. I'm just going to start that, make it easier. If you want to check it out, absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Otherwise, your view, your like, sharing this video, adding a comment, all of that goes a long way to helping out this channel and growing it every single day, spreading our wings and flying into the sunset. Thank you all once again. You have been amazing. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together, flocking together as a family should. Until next time, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.